Hello class, this is the third revision lecture for your batch for interpretation of statutes, and in this lecture we'll be studying about prospective and retrospective operation of law. I have already taken up this class in this lecture in your class, but I'm taking this lecture again for your revision purpose, and all those people who are studying it for the first time from me can kindly go through my notes along with these videos and PPTs for a better understanding, and people who have understood this from me in the class itself can go through the notes and these PPTs and video lecture also. And if you find any difficulty anywhere, you can also study from your own notes as well or internet sources, and if you find any difficulty, then you can kindly get back to me. I'll be more than happy to solve your doubts. Start. Class, if you remember in the lecture video which I have sent you, when the first lecture video where I have taught you presumptions as to statutory interpretation, जो presumption वाला video था, there I have already covered this topic, prospective and retrospective operation. If you remember, the uh, the presumption as to operation of a statute, that all the statute would be operated in a prospective way and no penal statute would be operated in a retrospective way. There I have already covered this topic, but yes, again I am repeating this topic again, and I have discussed the fundamental of this topic here in this lecture video and the slides which I have shared to you, and you can, for your better understanding, can go through my notes for case laws. Okay, so let us start. What does this word prospective mean? Now prospective means that anything which starts from a present or a future date. So prospective operation of law means any statute which is coming into force would be operated from a prospective day, that is would be implemented, would be imposed from a prospective day. What does this prospective day means? From a future day or from a future date or from the present date. Okay, so this word prospective mean that any statute would be operated from a, or would be implemented on the people from a date which is written on it, that is a future date, like 16th of April 2020. If a statute is passed today and it is written that it would be implemented from 16th of April, then it is a prospective statute. It would be implemented on us from a future date. Or if no date is written, then it would be considered that as if it has to be implemented from that very day on which it is coming into effect. So it is a present or a future thing. Prospective operation of law means all the penal statutes or all the taxing statutes or all the statute which imposes any kind of liability, be it a penal liability or a fine or a civil liability, is always prospective in nature. That is, every time the legislature wants to impose any kind of liability on the people, then they first inform the people about the liability and then only they impose it. That is to say that first they tell that these are the liabilities on the people. This would be considered as wrong or an offense from now, and from tomorrow or from today itself or from any future date, we'll be imposing fine or punishment for this. So this is a prospective operation of law. Okay, now let us talk about retrospective operation of law. Retrospective operation of law means anything which is applicable from a back date. Prospective means future date or present date. Retrospective means anything which is applicable from a back date. पीछे की डेट से अप्लाई होना. कोई भी लॉ, एक ऐसा लॉ जो रेट्रोस्पेक्टिव होगा, तो उसका मतलब ये होगा कि वो पीछे की डेट से अप्लाई हो रहा है. Anything which is applicable or applied from a back date. Now, for retrospective, if I tell you, criminal law or any kind of tax law cannot be retrospective in nature. That I have already told to you, that they cannot be retrospective in nature. But all the kinds of beneficial laws, welfare law, are always are retrospective as well as prospective also, because no one would mind taking benefits from backdate. I repeat, जो बेनिफिशियल लॉज होते हैं, वेलफेयर लॉ होते हैं, जो किसी तरीके का बेनिफिट दें, वैसे लॉ रेट्रोस्पेक्टिव या प्रोस्पेक्टिव दोनों ही हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि किसी को भी कोई भी तरीके का बेनिफिट लेने में कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी बैक डेट से, फ्यूचर डेट से. बट any type of penal statute, that is criminal law or a tax law or any kind of any other punishment or liability, is always retrospective in nature, because in our constitution also it is written in article 20 clause 1 that uh, no one can be given a punishment for a wrong which was not a wrong at the time when he committed that act, and also no one can be given more punishment than what was there on the date when the act was committed. That is to say that if you have committed an act A, which is murder, which is not punishable by Indian government, Indian legislature, sorry, but on 26th of May, but 2019. But for example, on 30th of May 2019, murder is punishable in India with death penalty. So can you be given a punishment for a thing which was not a wrong at the time when you committed that act? No, you cannot. The uniform example which I take. Right now, if you don't come in proper uniform in college, that is not an offense under IPC. That is obviously a wrong thing to do, but it is not an offense. So you cannot be punished. But for example, today you came in uniform, but tomorrow, and it's not an offense, but from tomorrow it's an offense. So will you be punished for not wearing uniform today under IPC? No. But if tomorrow also, after knowing you are not wearing it, then you are violating a law of penal law in India, so you will be punished accordingly. And second thing which I have said, that no one should be given any punishment more than what was there on the date of commission of crime. This is also a cardinal principle of penal law also, as well as constitution, fundamental right also given by the Constitution of India. This means that if anyone had committed rape before 2013, death penalty couldn't be given to that person. But now after 2013, when death penalty can also be given for the rarest of rare kind of rape, but if anyone has committed the rape before 2013, then might be a situation that he wouldn't be given death penalty. But after 2013, yes, he can be given death penalty. सो पनिशमेंट उतनी ही जितनी उस दिन पे हो जिस दिन क्राइम किया गया हो. So these are some fundamentals about retrospective and prospective operation of law. I hope it is clear to you. If you don't understand anything, you can kindly get back to me. I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you, class.